Unfortunately, Indonesia cocoa industry is not in a really good situation because a lot of factory is closed and the production is declining year by year. This situation happens because of lack of good quality of coconut beans. The reason behind this cocoa beans issue is although Indonesia is the fourth biggest production of cocoa beans in the world, but the quality is not really good. So that's why business players of this industry importing the cocoa beans from another country. But government is implementing quite high tax import, so that's why they cannot buying the appropriate volume for the cocoa beans, and year by year the factories close and not producing the cocoa product again. Regardless of the factory that are closed, but now currently we're talking specifically for intermediate product of cocoa, which are cocoa cake, cocoa liquor, cocoa butter, and also cocoa powder. The four intermediate product of cocoa is always the included as five top exporter of that cocoa product. The volume is also always increasing, and the main country that import this cocoa products is Malaysia and Singapore. Although Singapore and Malaysia not producing any cocoa beans in their countries, but we are exporting most in that two countries because a lot of factory in Singapore and Malaysia has a good technology to produce the intermediate product of cocoa and create them to becoming the end products such as candy and also chocolate biscuit. Two main factors that can be a factor to Indonesian cocoa industry growth is technology and the cocoa beans quality. Why technology? Because like Malaysia and Singapore, they has this good technology for producing a good end product, cocoa end product. So that's why I think Indonesia needs more a better technology in the factory so that Indonesia can compete with Malaysia and Singapore. And then the second one is how Indonesia can produce a good quality of cocoa beans. Maybe despite the fact that Indonesia is at the moment is in a problematic climate issue, so maybe the cocoa tree is not producing the good quality. So the other thing that Indonesia can help is maybe by the help of government. The government can lowering the tax price of if Indonesian factory wants to import the cocoa beans, so they can create a better cocoa product and also increase the volume itself. Although Indonesian government already do a lot of things to increase the growth of cocoa industry, but another thing that government can do is increase the intention of any issue that can maybe happen in the industry by creating a focus group discussion for all the players, because the players is Indonesia is not really much because of a lot of factory that are closed. So I think what they can do is invite them to make a discussion about what happens, the issue, and how the government can help. So maybe the problems in the cocoa industry can be solved by the government.